I see it now.
Hey, here we are live right now. What's the day? Monday night. It's a little Monday night special. No Monday night football tonight, but we do have some Monday night talk about some football. But we're going to first talk about this trade. Everybody knows the trade that just went down with AD and Luka. Luka to the Lakers, AD to the Mavs. Man, I got my friends here with me, old school partners, Big Steve, Big Puma, and we're gonna talk about this. What's up, fellas? How y'all doing today?
All right.
I'm great.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Good to be here.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask y'all, what did y'all when y'all first heard about the trade? Was it like me when you first seen it? Did you say this ain't right, or this is the AI, right?
Yeah, I was definitely shocked. I was totally shocked. I didn't expect that at all.
Only thing that shocked me was Luka. Because like I said, I honestly believe AD wanted out of the Lakers as soon as they drafted Bronny. Because he's a superstar, you got to give up something to get that man. That's why he gave up the $6 million to
You
go
said
to
as soon as
Dallas.
they drafted Bronny,
Yeah, he wanted
you
out.
said
He
as
want to
soon
be
as
part
they
of the circus.
drafted Bronny, AD wanted out.
He didn't want to be part of that circus. He there to win. He want to win too. He want to win. And when they drafted Bronny, he like, man, we ain't gonna win Bronny. We could have got Bronny on free agency. We could use that draft pick on another player. Bronny could have just been picked up. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to be drafted and still been on the team.
Uh,
So are you a Bronny hater then? Is that what I'm
No,
hearing?
I mean his
A
stats,
Laker hater?
his stats hate on himself. The man don't average 1 point in nothing. He don't average 1 assist. He don't average 1 rebound, 1 point. He done played those 14 games. I mean, how hard is it to get
well, I
win?
mean, yeah, but it's really no different than any of the other players that was drafted, even lottery picks. You don't even hear about them.
You're right about that, exactly. But like I'm saying, that's why I believe AD didn't want to be part of that show. He want to win. And like you said, Bronny get more pub than, like you said, the #1 draft pick, #2 draft pick, #3 draft pick. I agree with you 110%.
Yeah, because they're not doing nothing at all. You know, with AD.
They average. I guarantee you, every last one of them is averaging more than 1 point.
Well, that's because they're playing.
It's funny. It's funny that you bring. It's funny that you bring up Bronny in this conversation because I think when I look at it, the NBA is a business, and Bronny puts people like to see Bronny. Bronny got fans all over
exactly.
the
That's what
world
I'm
right
saying.
now.
Good or bad, I'm with you on that. I agree with you on that.
It's good business. Bronny's good business.
I think what it is. I mean, you know, because like as far as Bronny, I think AD maybe look at Bronny as a nephew. Me personally, I don't think that was an issue. I just know that AD have been talking about, you know, basically from what I was hearing, you know, once LeBron leave or retire, he was going to leave, and you know he been wanting to go back and play in Chicago from what I was hearing, you know, because that's where he from. So he wanted to go back and play in Chicago. So when you look at this trade, in a sense, it makes sense because, you know, they can end up without nothing. So cash in now where you can. Now you have someone to succeed LeBron, another superstar, which, you know, it's kind of hard to land those nowadays.
Well, I agree with that. Like I said, to me, AD wanted out. What'd you say, Tony?
Now, what'd you say, Tony? That's what I thought AD was. I thought he was going to be like LeBron. I thought AD was going to be the man after LeBron left. So he was going to torch to AD. But it looks like now they passing the torch to Luka.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I see that too. But like I said, but Luka's still a producer on defense.
What does that say about AD? Or does it say anything about AD?
But he didn't look happy at all. He didn't, speak to none of the fans when they was calling his name and chanting and all that. He just walked. He just didn't look happy about that at all to me. Now that's just how I viewed it. I could be wrong, but
AD, I think he's still stunned like everybody else. I know I was stunned. I mean, shocked. That was the last thing I expected to see when I woke up that morning.
and it's a win-win, lose-lose for them both because they both are winning. They both are winning something and they both are losing something. The Lakers they're losing. With AD they losing the inside presence. The shot blocking. The defense. With Luka, the Mavericks are basically losing an all-around player who can do everything. And he's a better scorer than AD. AD is a better defender than he is. So
they didn't have defense. People just blowing past them. This year they've been blowing past them. They showed that this morning. ESPN. He ranked the lowest.
Can you hear Kuma? Steve?
I could barely hear me real low.
I said,
yeah,
what they said on ESPN this morning, they said Luka has the lowest defensive percentage. The lowest. One-on-one, guarded somebody one-on-one.
I can see that.
Listen, I'm talking about the lowest of all the NBA players with over 50 minutes, with somebody going past him.
Kuma, you blocking your screen a little bit, bro.
That's hard to get, too. Yeah.
Okay.
I see it. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. But that's why, like you said, he's been injured because of his weight problem. He's been injured because of his weight. They said that's why they want to give him that max contract. They decided, are we going to keep him and have to pay him the max contract? Because that's what the NBA has now. And they said, no, he's not worth it. Now he can't get he lost over $100 million. When you talk about it's a win-win, no, Luka lost over $100 million.
Well, not for him. I'm talking about for the organizations.
Well, yeah, the organization. And also depends on what LeBron can do with him. Because he had to move his feet and play defense in LA. LeBron's not going to have him out there not playing defense. I put money on that. They're going to have problems.
Yeah, well. They're going
to have problems.
Luka always said that, LeBron was his idol. Always been his favorite player. Maybe, who knows, maybe LeBron can inspire him to get in there and work and do what he need to do and get in the best shape and to prove everybody wrong and make it work because people don't think.
Exactly. Because they talking about him bad. You're right. I give you that. And like I said, it's going to take somebody getting his head.
Yeah, so I feel that if he get himself on the right track and get in the right track conditioning, they're going to be, especially if they get another big man. I would like to see them go after someone like, which might be hard to attain, but someone like a Jared Allen or what's his name, DeAndre Ayton, someone big like that, or Claxton from the Nets. Those are good defensive players.
Yeah,
you don't need a lot of offense. You just need they put back players. They clean up, but you need someone who can have that defensive presence on the inside.
Exactly, and they don't have that right now.
No, at all.
I heard Miles Turner was on their radar.
And the trade deadline is Thursday. Also, that's why they talking about LeBron going to go play with the Lakers. Going to Golden State or not Golden State, New York.
He said he's gonna stay there. He said
he said that, but like I said, people say a lot of things.
Well, yeah,
a lot of things. But like at the end of the day, you be like, is he trying to win? How many years LeBron got left? Let's be honest. How many years he got left?
The way he playing right now,
I could see. That's a good question.
Another year or two. I could see another
exactly
year.
At the max too, because his age. If your team's not that good, what are you playing for? If your team's not really there, what are you playing for?
Well, I know they say Golden State is eyeing him and Kevin Durant. So
yeah, they say Golden State. They said New York. They talk about the Spurs for one season. Since the Spurs picked up old boy today.
Speaking of Golden State, the Spurs picked up on Fox from Sacramento.
Yeah.
That was a good pickup.
Sure was, exactly.
Yeah,
and that's why they said big good fit for LeBron for 2 years.
I know everybody's been trying to get I know everybody's been trying to get Castle out of San Antonio.
Yeah, and they let him
So
go.
the fact that they got to keep him.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, what I would have rather seen was the Lakers bring Kyrie over, and I wouldn't mind them giving up AR and a couple other little players, make AR or Christie or whatever. I think that would have been a great fit.
But you remember they said Kyrie asked LeBron to come over to them last year.
Right.
Kyrie asked, said, "Come on, LeBron, come join us."
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying?
But Dallas don't have nowhere near the market that LA have. That really wouldn't have made sense.
I thought they was playing for championship.
Well, you know what? You say that, Steve, and I hear you, but at the same time, LA just burnt down, and it's been a lot of movement from California to Texas in the last 5 years.
Well, yeah, but in a sense, I'm talking about that's off the court things. But on the court, like to make sense, as far as the game of basketball, because in Dallas, that like I said, that market is not as big. I mean, the biggest market in Dallas is football. So that market isn't the same. So I think it would have made more sense because you would have storied. Plus, all the things that LeBron is doing with his career that he's preparing for after basketball. Everything is out there in LA. So, in my opinion,
he could do it in New York too. That's why I said New York could be a trade possibility.
Yeah. Right.
Yep.
Coming from a world view, and you want to be in the U.S., you want to be in LA or New York.
Yeah.
Right. I totally agree.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, like they said, the Lakers have the best team in Los Angeles. You hear me? They said the Clippers better than the
best team in Los Angeles.
Yeah, the Clippers. They said the Clippers better than the Lakers. That's what they said today.
What record-wise?
That's what they said.
What's the record-wise? I know they were tight.
Yeah, I'm not 100% on the record. I just know they said the Lakers are not the best team in Los Angeles. The Clippers are better.
They say that, but what the Lakers done beat the Clippers 2-1 so far? I could be wrong. They may be tied at 1-1.
Probably.
But they beat Golden State.
And I will put my money on the Lakers over the Clippers.
And every year they got these high expectations for the Clippers and for the Suns. And they're not, neither one of them playing out. They not playoff teams like that. Yeah, Kawhi Leonard had his run. Paul George has never really been successful in the playoffs. And James Harden, he really ain't been successful. I mean, they made it that year, but Cleveland put them out. So at the end of the day, you got good regular season teams, but they don't be ready when that big dance comes. That's a whole new different season. And you notice they don't matter what their record are, they fall off when it comes to the playoffs.
Yeah, but to me, it's just all about the overall game of basketball.
Yeah, the Clippers not the championship team.
The basketball itself is just weakened as far as in the West Coast.
I mean,
Can y'all hear?
That's a far. It was like
they
just took turns beating on each other, and I did think that this year is different.
For who?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I hear you.
You feel this year is different for who?
I was saying in the West last year.
Oh yeah,
for the West, because in the champion was going to come out of the West. I thought last year because we had Denver. You just had so many good teams: Denver, Oklahoma City. I don't know if this was with or without Ja, but the Lakers, Dallas, you just had so many good teams, Phoenix, and I'm winning it all. Normally we think about Boston being or the East being weak, but this season the West seems a little weak. I don't know, maybe it's because Golden State's not as strong because maybe Houston is stronger than what people thought. I don't know, San Antonio's playing better.
Okay, see, okay. You know, when it comes,
It just seems like the West is flipped from what it was last.
well, you know, when it comes to Denver, I mean, because that's another shocking thing. You know, when you look about Luka, okay, I understand his conditioning and stuff, but you know, he did lead them to the NBA Finals last year, but they didn't win it. They came up short. But when I look at Denver, it seemed like Denver only gets up to play against the Lakers. When you watch them
Exactly.
against all the other teams, it just seemed like they're just not the same team that they are whenever they play the Lakers. When they play the Lakers, man, everybody clicking on every cylinder, man. I don't from 1 to 5, everybody is just on fire. Even 6 and 7 coming off the bench is on fire. But that seems like that's only when they play the Lakers. Joker has his best games against AD.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And you know, some of that is after you win a couple of championships, it's hard to keep that same intensity game in, game out.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it's hard to really have a true dynasty because I mean, everybody's gunning for you for one, for two, you to play more games than everybody. Injuries add up, and then what we gonna do? We're just gonna win another one. I mean, there's 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's funny how that happens, and they're still the same
Yeah, same team. You know,
team too that
when
they've
you
had.
watch,
They still have their same core in Denver, but I think in Denver, what they're lacking and what we see happen, 2 championship teams, how they kind of get apart.
yeah, because when you look, Jamal Murray, um, Porter Jr., and Gordon, like I said, when they play the Lakers, man, they play like if they play every team like they play against the Lakers, they will probably have a dynasty. They will probably win, 3 or 4 championships, but it's like they only get up for the Lakers, it seems like.
No bench.
Maybe because the Lakers
Now, because of this
maybe because the
trade, I was
Lakers
looking at the Mavericks bench. Look, the Mavericks bench, man, they stacked. They
they
doubly
strong.
stacked at every position now. And I think that's the type of thing that wins championships. I think that's where Denver is lacking right now. Too much pressure on the starters, not enough coming off the bench, are
Right.
the initial winners from this because I think they definitely better because I look at they played the last 30 games without Luka basically and being 500. And so now Luka hasn't been there. They're 500 ball club. You throw AD on it,
Exactly.
they're better
A whole lot better.
than 500 with AD. So yeah, they definitely won the short term. We're gonna see. I think it's gonna be interesting long term in LA.
Well, that's what I think. I think they won because right now they are definitely
Hey, fellas,
they're definitely a top contender right now, without a doubt. AD is a heck of a piece to put in there because he get to play at his strong suit at the power forward because they have centers.
Yep.
And you got Kyrie, and Clay can get himself back to his old form. Hey man, you got a heck of a lineup there, man. I mean, that right now on paper, they definitely have to be 1 or 2 in the favorites for the West. So
I mean, they said they was number 2, still behind OKC.
And that's
I mean,
that's
OKC.
that's I can see it, man. That's addition by subtraction because you just don't think you give up one of the best 3 players in the world, and think about your team getting better. That it just don't make sense.
Yeah. I think the Lakers.
That's tough.
Yeah, I think again, right now, Dallas got it's in their favor right now, and then futuristically is going to be, I think, in the Lakers with Luka, because Luka's only 25.
Yeah,
You know
he's supposed to be back next week too.
who Luka is?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be good. I know a lot of the players are out for Dallas, right? I think they named about
I'm not sure.
4 or 5 players that's not playing for Dallas. Kyrie not playing, of course.
Yeah, I heard they got beat by over 40 against the Cavs.
Yeah.
After the announcement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of that, I know we're coming up on the All-Star game, y'all. Before we get into the All-Star game, we'll take a little break and we'll be right back. Be right back.
All right.
It's gone.
All right, we back.
All right.
And it's All-Star time now. All-Star season is here. So it's gonna be interesting. I know Luka didn't make the All-Star team, but I know LeBron and AD did. What you think that's gonna be like with teaming up again for All-Star?
I mean, I think they're gonna be all right because they ain't had nothing to do with what happened. Unless
LeBron
AD
knew?
said, no, I honestly believe. To me, I could be wrong. AD asked them behind closed doors to trade him. That's why he passed up that $6 million. But if you didn't want to leave, you could be like, you know what, y'all gonna make me leave? Give me that $6 million. Why waive the $6 million? If that's not a lot of money to his contract. It's not a lot of money. But why not make them pay you that $6 million? He could have emailed that money to me. You hear me? If you didn't want it. But just to say, I waived the $6 million for this trade to go through, I believe it was done behind. I believe something he did, and when it finally come out, it's something he asked for to me. And they said they've been talking for 3 or 4 weeks. They mentioned that, just them two. That's why didn't nobody know about it.
Well, actually, it got serious in the last 2 or 3 weeks, but they've been talking for the last couple of months, they say.
I thought he said 3 or 4 weeks. It might have been 3 or 4 months.
That's when the talks start getting serious.
Oh, okay, yeah, that might have been what it was. Like I was working when I was listening to ESPN, but it just surprised me how they said that's how they was able to keep it under wraps, and the fact that they didn't involve LeBron, I think that makes him feel some type of way. Because you're a superstar. This LeBron.
Well,
what you think about LeBron?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Steve.
No, I was gonna say, well, the thing that people don't understand, that coming from Magic's mouth, Magic said, everybody thinks LeBron is calling the shots and he's telling them who he want, who he don't want, all this. He said it's not like that. He said everybody got it so wrong. He said they will go ask LeBron what he thinks, but when it comes down to the ultimate decision, they make it. But they will ask LeBron, hey, we think about making this trade right here. You think he'll be a good fit? Yeah, yay or nay. And they said the reason why they go to LeBron because of his basketball IQ. LeBron knows every player. He knows every player's strength, every player's weakness. And so they ask his opinion, but just because they ask his opinion, he's not hiring and firing coaches. If anybody know the history of the Lakers, if you ain't winning within 2 years, the Lakers getting rid of you as a coach. That's always been their thing. If you're not putting us in contention to win, you out of there. It wasn't LeBron that got Darvin Ham fired. It was Darvin Ham didn't produce. And
I agree with you on that. But here's my thing, though.
It's always been that. It's always been that way with the Lakers. If you go back and look in history, all the way back,
so how could they ask him about AD then?
There's only a couple of coaches that lasted longer than 2 years with the Lakers. Pat Riley, Phil Jackson, and I think one other coaches.
That one black coach. I can't think of his name. That one black coach. He was there about 4 or 5 years.
Who's that?
I'm trying to think of the black coach's name. Oh my goodness.
Who?
I'm trying to think of his name. That was coaching the Lakers.
I don't know, but what y'all said don't sound good for JJ.
No, but JJ's there because LeBron had him there.
Well, they're gonna give JJ 2 years, unless they don't make the playoff. But they're gonna give him 2 years.
My thing is, why did they say nothing to him about AD being traded then? If that's the case,
because they didn't want to include anyone. They didn't want anyone. They didn't want it to leak out at all to no one. So that's
and I understand that. But my thing, don't you think they could have maybe got a better offer for AD than Luka?
But that's not what they wanted.
If everybody knew he was on if he was on the market, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's not what they wanted. They didn't want him to be on the market like that. They wanted it just to be exclusive between them two because they didn't want other teams coming and trying to make offers and all that. They wanted to get a superstar in Luka, and they wanted a superstar in AD. Ain't nobody else. We don't need 3 or 4 or 5 players for this one player. We don't need all that.
All you gotta do is say no. Then you just say no.
Yeah, but I think it's just that's the reason why they kept it under wraps because if AD would have found out that he was going to be traded, you never know how that might change the whole dynamics of the team. Or they be in their feelings, whatever else. Same thing with Dallas. You never know how the team is going to respond. So we're going to keep this under wraps. We're going to keep this between us. When it happens, it happens. Just like when the Colts moved to Indianapolis. They didn't tell anyone anything. No one expected. Even Indianapolis didn't even know it. And next thing you know, the Colts showed up out of nowhere.
Because you get too many people in your business, it's going to get messed up. You're right.
But the thing is, you can't really get mixed up that's what when people say like Myles Garrett just say he want to be traded. He said, "Hey, I want out the Browns today." You see what I'm saying? The Browns phone is blowing up because people like what y'all want for them. You see what I'm saying? And the Browns as an organization is saying what y'all offer.
So what you think about how the Warriors are going about trying to attract talent now? Because they just wide open with it. It's like they got a billboard out. Hey, come to the Warriors. Let's make a deal.
Well, see, like this. Let's do it like this. Okay, we're going to make an even trade for Luka and AD. Okay, if you go with Golden State, an even trade is going to be AD and Steph.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Phoenix, AD and KD.
Yep, I agree with you on that.
So,
and guess what? They might have thought about that because
they're not going to get that up. A lot of them don't have the cap for them anyway. But a lot of them, they're not willing to get that up. So we give you this player that's he's mediocre, and we give you all these players in these draft picks. No, we don't want that. We want.
All you do is say no. That's what I'm saying. You just say no. But when somebody says something that catch your attention, hold on. What you say again? You see what I'm saying? What you say again? You said AD for Luka.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when other people call and talk about, well, we go, you such stuff, no, we're not interested in that. We're not interested. And I understand that. That goes the same for Dallas. Let's say, leave out the Lakers, let's talk about Dallas. I mean, we're trying to get rid of Luka. Who? The third, fourth best player in the league? What you want for him? You see what I'm saying? What you want for him?
Right, exactly.
And I mean, but you open to dialogue and to listen to what they're willing to give to make your team better. Because basically they didn't want to pay Luka. Let's keep it real. They said you are not worth the max contract. That's why they let Luka go. Now, why did the Lakers let AD go is the question.
Well, both of them injury prone.
Okay, so you say, what did you prone for another injury prone? That makes no sense.
But see, the thing is that, okay, when you look at AD, what player out there that you can trade for outside of just say like a Luka or even a Joker or one of them that you're going
to be and B stay hurt too, so nobody want him.
Yeah, you can't get you in there that you're going to get that certain type of production from. Now, Luka is hurt now, but Luka's only hurt because he don't take care of his body like he should. But
and that's why they said they traded him because they were worried about his health.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then, how can we pay this man max contract if he don't want to stay healthy right now? Now you pay him, he's gonna be a bigger bum.
So, but a healthy Luka, a healthy
it's
Luka,
good.
who is an even trade? That's why Kevin Durant said they was blown away because Luka's untouchable. And for you to do that, now what they did if they willing to trade Luka or they willing to trade AD, I mean, what that mean for us?
Exactly.
Right.
What that mean for us now? That means we
the weight room
out the door any day now.
Hit the weight room. Quit playing.
Yeah.
So stop trying to get paid for doing nothing.
That's a good question, Steve. So now let's check out the All-Star team and see which one of these players would be tradable. So looking at the West, you got LeBron, KD, the Joker, Curry, and Shy. Are you trading any of them?
No.
Only one I getting traded is Joker.
No.
Joker and Weston is not getting traded. LeBron could be traded because LeBron and KD has showed in their heart they're gonna go where you win a championship. They done it in the past. So you can't say when you did something in the past, you would do it again. Stop it. KD would go any place that he know he can win a championship. LeBron will too. He done did it.
I understand what you're saying, Will, but in the same how I look at that, okay, when LeBron went to Miami, LeBron told Cleveland, I want to sign. And I remember when he said a lot when he re-signed with Cleveland after he took them to the finals. He said, "I'm gonna give it one more try. If not, then I'm going to look at my other options." Now, when Boston formed their big three, okay, that bench that they had was incredible. Let me say that. But the Lakers, first of all, the team that LeBron took to the finals, they shouldn't even been there in the first place.
The East was weak.
They shouldn't have been there.
He took some bums to the East.
They been there in the first place. But they couldn't get nobody in there. Why? Because Cleveland is not a big draw. They said there ain't nothing there but cold and crime. That's it.
Right.
There ain't nothing there, so they couldn't get nobody there. So if I want to win, if you can't bring nobody in, then what did LeBron say? He said also before he left, after he announced that he was leaving, he said, I can go off and I can learn how to win and maybe come back here and bring that back. I'm going to learn to win. That's when he teamed up with them. So they formed a team together. It's not like he just jumped ship on an already
you said it best. They talked to they got together and they formed it. Because old boy left to Toronto to come to. LeBron went there by himself. But because they brought old boy with him from Toronto, I'm talking about the left hand boy with the jumper.
Chris Bosh,
Dallas. Yes. That's and listen. The East was already weak. You understand what I'm saying? They was weak, and LeBron knew what we. So we got 3 here, plus we got a bench. You see what I'm saying? We can do this. That's why he went to Miami. Because if that was the case, he could have Wade and Bosh, meaning in Cleveland, to win the championship. Because listen, if you're about winning the championship, you're gonna go where you're gonna go to win.
Well, that's what he did. He tried to get them to come to Cleveland. If you remember, he tried to.
And when he said it was too cold, let's go to Miami.
Yeah, and they said, man, it's too cold in there, man. They didn't want to go there. There's no life in Cleveland, and that's why he made the decision to go there, and Bosh made the decision to go too.
Yeah, that was something they agreed upon to do. Like I said, that's when basketball, when you think about, as far as I'm concerned, start to go down here. That's when they started making mega teams, super teams, and stuff of that nature. When they did that.
But see,
but look, man, Houston, the Rockets made a super team when Clyde and Charles Barkley went over to join Hakeem to try to get one. So the super teams is something that has been going on.
Was that really a super team? How old was they? Was they not all over 35? You talking about the Jared Tall team?
LeBron for not waiting until they was too late.
No, they wasn't.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm just saying when you wait that long, yeah, it's a difference. You hoping that Elijah want to get you there. Let's keep it real, because like I said, he was still the dream.
No doubt.
But they were still old.
It wasn't that eight. I talked to Vern Maxwell. That's my boy. Me and Vern, we hang out. I was just with him the other night. We talk about it all the time. But you have to look when Drexler came over there, man. Drexler still was young. Drexler was
young. Drexler played like 10 seasons with Portland.
Yes, but
that's 32, 33, man. That's old in NBA, man.
Now, yeah, it's like that, but man, Hayes still was playing at an elite level. You got to look. The game has changed.
Man, listen, Van Hayes not been playing elite. Clyde Drexler wasn't playing at no elite level. Clyde wasn't averaging no 26 points a game.
I bet you Vernon Maxwell would tell you that he was better at 32 than he was at 23 in the league.
He was more productive when he got to Houston
because he had a role. He played a role when he was sitting on the bench at 23, 24. I'm saying Clyde Drexler was different. Clyde always was that man at Portland with Terry Porter. You see what I'm saying? And listen,
no
and 10 years later,
no doubt.
10 years later, I guarantee you Clyde Drexler's stats wasn't better when he was 24, 23 to 32. I put money on him. Because Clyde he tried to
kind of
win
like an older car.
No, I think
it's
they
like
work.
An older car where you done.
Kuma, I think
your
they
best
work
years of your car.
When Drexler was 22, 23, if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna have to look it up. I think Drexler.
That's what I'm saying. I have to look it up. I'm just going off what I know. What he did for Portland, and when his role was different at with the Rockets, it was different. He didn't have the same. He didn't have it.
When he was with Portland, when he was like 23 or whatever,
24. Like I said,
he was.
I'll tell you what, his best years was at Portland instead of Houston. I put money on that. And I ain't got to look at the stats. I put money on that.
He was only averaging like 22 points.
That's what I'm saying, because he had Terry Porter. Like I said, they had a good team, all around team. You think about it. When he went to Houston, his role was more diminished. He wasn't putting up 20 shots a game.
The point is that they still trying to build a super team, and that was before LeBron did. So all the haters out there can't say that.
But Boston did it. Boston had 3 players too. But I'm just saying, when Garnett came over from Minnesota to Boston, you see what I'm saying? But I'm saying, when the way they did it, they brought them 2. When Garnett came, how did he come? By himself, right or wrong?
When who?
Well, I mean,
when Garnett went to Boston.
I think he came.
Ray Allen too.
Yeah, Ray came.
Where Ray came from?
Then Rondo came.
Then they got Kendrick.
Ray's a good player, but he was not, because to me, it's considered a superstar all-star. He was a shooter. Ray was a shooter all day long. Don't get me wrong. He definitely gets you 30 a game if he wanted to.
Ray was leading the NBA in 3-point shooting when he was with them.
Listen, I'm not knocking that, but he wasn't shooting no more than 4 or 5 a game. Like they shoot 10 a game now.
No,
it's a different game.
That's what I'm saying. It's a different game now. That's what I'm saying. They shooting way more threes now than Ray Allen was.
Let that Boston team.
So what?
Would this Boston team beat that Boston team?
No.
Nope. And the reason, listen, but I'm telling you what, if they get hot, they will, because all they do is shoot threes. That Boston team, they was physical. You see what I'm saying?
You look
They
at that Boston
an
team.
all-round game. This Boston team, they're not even all-round. They just shoot threes. Even the centers shooting threes. You see what I'm saying?
Hey,
They don't play basketball like we used to.
7'7" center, yes.
if you look at
that's what I'm saying. So that's
that
the
Boston
difference.
team,
If they on fire, guess what? They will blow out that Boston team if they on fire. If not, then they in trouble.
look,
It's that simple.
if you
If
look
they
at that,
on fire, it's over with.
If you look at that Boston team,
Well,
okay, they got Rondo, they got Allen, they got
Rondo wouldn't have scored.
Pierce, they
Rondo was running the offense.
got Garnett. But hold on, they got Perkins, they got Big Baby, they had Polk.
They wasn't doing nothing. Think about it. Garnett, only person you done said is Garnett. Rondo was on and off. Rondo was like John Starks. He could have a good game or a bad game.
Huh?
Let's keep it real.
No,
Rondo is just like John Starks to me. To me, just like John Starks.
Hey,
he was.
But that team that would barely break 90 points. This team is scoring 130 every game because
exactly.
of the number of threes they shoot.
Thank you.
Just like y'all said.
Because they had a better defense. They was physical.
Yeah. But Rondo.
Hey, let me take this opportunity to introduce somebody else into the conversation. This is Nebraska in the house. This is my son, Donovan Mann from Man Made Sports originally. Now he's got Man Made Training and Man Made Athleisure Wear. He's also the owner of the 402 Elite in the ABA, American Basketball Association. So he's doing major things in the sporting industry. He jumped on with us real quick. We right now, Donovan, we just now about to talk about the Eastern All-Stars, where we got Jason Tatum, the Greek Freak, Cat, Donovan Mitchell, and Jalen Brunson.
Okay.
What you like? What you don't? Well, what you think about that five?
I would say, honestly, I think that could be the best individual five in the Eastern Conference. I think all of them individually play a really great game. When they're on, they unstoppable. Only guy in that five that I don't see on all the time is Cat. Pretty much from my standpoint, all those other guys, they're pretty on all the time. You already know how I feel about Giannis. Once he actually develops, I would say right now he's developing a jump shot. I wouldn't say it's he can rely on that jump shot yet. So once he starts to be able to rely on that jump shot, I think he'll be a lot more effective. And then Jalen Brunson, man, for his height, I think it's ridiculous the fact that nobody can guard him. Just the way he plays off 2 feet and is able to use his pivot and body to get around anybody or get through anybody. I think that's pretty dope. I hate that he foul baits so much though. He's constantly foul baiting, and so that annoys me a lot. But other than that, I like it. I honestly think Jaylen Brown should have been a starter though. Jaylen Brown is ridiculously good on both ends, and I think he gets overlooked a lot because Jason Tatum is on his team. No knock to Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum is definitely the leader of the team, but you put Jaylen Brown on any other team, and he's doing the same thing in my eyes. So I would have liked to see him in that starting lineup for sure.
In place of who?
I agree. I think, yeah.
Personally, in place of Jalen Brunson, because he's a defensive liability. But that's me looking at both ends. I know most people, especially fans, they don't look at the defensive end. But me being a hooper, I'm looking at Jaylen Brown. He's going to guard your best player and give him 30. Where Jalen Brunson is not going to guard your best player. He's still going to get 30-something, but he's not going to guard your best player.
You know, you mentioned about Giannis and, developing his jumper. And one thing that I kind of hate about that is everyone is looking for him to increase his 3-point volume, but you need to work on your mid-range. The mid-range is a lost art right now.
100%.
No one shoots the mid-range. You rarely see Giannis shoot a mid-range. He either slaps into the basket or he's shooting a 3.
And I agree with that 100%. I don't think he should be shooting threes. I think he should be shooting nice little short pull-up jump shots. Because most of the time when people are guarding him, they giving him 2-3 steps because they know all he wants to do is get to the basket. Well, you take those 2-3 steps, you get one dribble inside the three-point line, get to the elbow real quick. They still gonna be backing up, and then you can pull up.
Yeah, an easy little free throw. Come right up to the free throw line. You know, that's easy pull up. But they don't. Everybody. I mean, that's where Steph Curry changed the game at, because he made everybody want to shoot threes. And you know, you look at Larry Bird was just as good as Petrovic, Zazen Petrovic, probably the best shooter in the history of the league. But they didn't shoot threes how Steph Curry and them shoot them right now with that many in volume. You know,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said the old Boston couldn't beat the new Boston because they don't shoot. Ray Allen can shoot the three. Don't get me wrong. I give you that. Ray Allen can shoot it, but the whole team wasn't shooting it like this Boston team shooting. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got everybody just camped out of the 3-point line. Somebody penetrate, and then somebody fall off. They kick it for a three. That's it. They taking their chances.
That's my problem with Cat. I think Cat shoots too much from the outside and don't have enough presence on the inside, and that's why I can't trust him.
Right. We have a non-positional league right now. Like everyone is hybrids. Everyone can bring the ball up court. When we was coming up, you'll never see the center. The center can dribble the ball 2 or 3 times and crowd to go crazy. Then he gonna pass that ball off because he ain't supposed to bring it up court.
You're right about that. He might be on the bench if he brought it up. While you clean.
Right.
The only ones who shot threes, the point guard may shoot every now and then, but it was typically the 2 guard that was shooting. But the point
guard, you're right. Yeah.
Small forward, power forwards, they wasn't doing none of that. You know, when Kevin Love came with that stretch 4, that changed the game, because that's what opened up the game for like LeBron. Because if I could pull the big man out from underneath that basket, that leaves him wide open to go. Who's gonna stop him?
Yep.
Yeah, I think Derek Coleman was first one I seen do that. Like, nice. Yeah. Rasheed Wallace. Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this: what would Shaq be doing in the league right now?
Same thing.
Dominating.
So he would be allowed to dominate without shooting the three.
Yeah, he ain't gonna shoot no three because he don't even know how to hold the ball. That's why he can't shoot free throws.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure.
Dominating.
Yeah, he's gonna be
like I think Edie is going to dominate in Memphis if given the opportunity within the next 2 years because of his size. And so, and with that in mind, because he's doing better than what I thought he would, honestly. And
he's doing decent.
With that in mind, I'm interested to see a couple other big guys coming out of college that you wouldn't think would do well in the league. Like Creighton's got a big guy, 7-footer right now. She starts with a K, Kaepernick or something.
Cook-Brenner.
It's gonna be funny to see. But I think so. If Edie can dominate right now, Shaq would monster the league.
But he's not dominating right now. He's not dominant. He's not dominant. He's playing solid. At most, he's playing solid. He's not nowhere near dominant. He's not
because he's not getting the looks. Right, because he's not getting 20 looks a game. But if he was a focal point, I think it'd be a little different. He'll be a 20 and 10 player. If he was targeted 10 times a half, he'll be a 20 and 10 player. Easily.
I give you that.
I tell you what got me, man. And this just shows how the game has changed, because again, you have centers that can shoot like Rick Smith,
Elijah David Robinson.
Elijah Wan, he was good within free throw range. They wasn't shooting threes, but they were shooting that. Even Ewing had a good shot. But when you look at these centers now, majority of all of them can shoot. That's why, to me, in a sense, Mo Bamba and Bobo, I expected a lot more out of them.
True.
Because their athleticism and everything, I expected a lot more out of them. So it became a letdown. But, man, I went to a high school game, man. Do you know, man, everybody on offense was on the wing.
Just shooting three.
Everybody on the wing waiting for the ball, man. Nobody's underneath.
I believe it. That's
Crazy.
what I believe.
Yeah,
Easy.
yeah. Sad. It's sad. Yeah. That's kind of like
Half
in
of them,
half
half of
when
them,
nobody be on
they don't even know how to
when
use the
nobody be on the
backboard no
line.
more. They don't even know how to use the backboard no more. They don't even know what that square for the backboard mean no more.
I say real quick, it's two things that go into that. One is the obvious one, right? Steph Curry coming in the game and just changing the way the game is played. But then the second thing I'm noticing as a trainer, coach, developer of young talent, they're not being taught how to use their footwork to their advantage anymore. They're not being taught how to use the jab step, how to catch the ball back to the basket, turn and face up. They're not taught that anymore. So when you don't have that ability, you don't have those attributes to be able to use it, then you kind of lose that part of the game that we like so much. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that goes into coaching, man. I really hate the fact that coaches don't really go into the details of footwork and using the jab step and not even taking a dribble and still getting that defense off balance and moved around. They're not taught that anymore. So the ones that do it, they're different, and you notice they're different. But the ones that don't, they shoot so well or dribble so well or they're so athletic that they don't care anymore, so they don't even talk about that.
When is the last time you saw a power layup in the NBA? When the last time you seen a power layup? Yeah. You know power layup. Remember power layup that we used to do, Kuma? Coach Hamlin?
Yeah, smack the board. Yeah, go up strong, right.
2 feet go up. You don't see that no more.
Yeah.
You don't see power layups no more. And so it's a lost art when you look at the big man. Big man, number one rule: do not bring the ball down.
You don't bring the ball below. Keep it up high because they can't reach it. Yeah, you right.
They don't teach that no more.
Now to tie this in with the All-Star, Anthony Edwards talked about he had a problem with the double team. I think that's why he's not starting as an All-Star right now.
Yeah, he reached out to Jordan.
What is that about? People got to expect the double team when you get to a certain level.
I think that was taken out of context.
What's that?
Explain.
So for anybody, especially in the NBA, if you're not used to getting double teamed and then all of a sudden now teams are starting to double team you, you're gonna have an adjustment period. And I think in that situation, that interview, he was just telling everybody, yeah, man, I'm not getting the same looks, and it can be frustrating because I'm not getting the same looks because I'm getting double teamed as soon as I hit the ball. Sometimes it's hard for me to even catch the ball because they're overplaying, and then I'm getting double teamed on the back end. I don't think he was saying teams shouldn't be double teaming me. That's whack. I'm pretty sure he was just saying I'm getting double teamed, so my game has to change because I wasn't really prepared for this because it hasn't been that way since or before.
So basically, like you said, he's saying he's having a hard time adjusting being double teamed. When they get the ball out of his hand, he can't score with the ball out of his hand.
Exactly.
That's what I just heard you say.
Yeah,
that's exactly what he said.
And you know what?
He liked the double team.
Now that's going to come down to conditioning, because
exactly
that's where you got to become like a Reggie Miller or someone, because he was leading the league in 3-pointers last I remember.
Yeah,
you got to be able to run off the things and everything. You got to break loose, just like Steph
Curry do. Like Curry do. Yeah, you got to run around and keep the people off of you, and then be able to hit in a hot second.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen Jalen Williams play? Y'all been paying attention to OKC?
Yeah.
Hey, Jalen Williams he's got a motor. Are you talking about somebody running around?
Yeah.
Jalen Williams, he's got a motor. And Victor Wembanyama. I don't even can't say his name.
Victor
Wemby is nice. He's got a nice motor, and I feel bad because it's almost like I'm waiting for him to get hurt to start that big man trend. That Sam Bowie trend, that Ralph Simpson.
You just need to add 20 pounds. You need to add 20 to 30 pounds of muscle.
Now
we're gonna be there.
I say another 10 to 15 and he'll be good, because you don't want to put too much on him. But
20 pounds ain't that much when you're 7'2", 7'3".
Yeah, so 15 pounds is a lot. That makes a big difference.
You see what I'm saying?
Hey,
If he was 7 foot 6'9", 20 pounds would be different. When you 7'3", 20 pounds is a whole lot more different than, you know what I'm saying?
if he
Yeah,
stay
Especially, I'm
healthy,
talking about muscle.
if he
yeah,
stay
but
healthy, the league is his.
Yeah.
but see, that's when injuries will start coming in at Dokuma. Injuries will start
That's what
coming
I'm
because
saying.
you got to let your body grow naturally. When people try to force weight upon themselves and everything, that's how they injure themselves. That's how they
But
always get
like I said, they got trainers for all that. Don't get me wrong. They got trainers. Them trainers know how to make him
I
add them
think Chet,
pounds.
Chet Holmgren is going through that right now because he should be on this
Yep.
list of all-star, if
Yep.
not
Chet.
starters.
You're
He's
right.
come off the
Yep.
bench, but I think he's going through that. So,
Well, yeah,
but
he been
Alvin
They're
hurt
trying to
too.
get
Sengun,
weight on him too. Yep. Chet Holmgren. Yeah. For OKC. Yep.
because they start
but
trying to lift to get stronger and stuff. In some of their bodies just ain't.
Sengun from
Yeah,
Houston.
I think it depends on who you are, cause you look at KD. KD didn't really gain that much weight. Like you said, he gained about 10, 12 pounds of muscle, and then he
Exactly.
just learned how to be limber, or what's the word I'm looking for? Nimble. And now he can move and he stretches out and good, but he doesn't really need that weight because his game doesn't cause him to need that weight. Same thing for
Exactly.
Wemby. Wemby ain't banging down low with nobody. He's not really trying to go through nobody. He's going around everybody, or over everybody. So that's a
Yeah,
little different.
because I mean, it don't take him nothing to dunk.
Exactly.
He's right there at the rim at all
But
times, and
but
then
but like you said, he's at the rim. KD wasn't at the rim like that. You see what I'm saying? KD wasn't asked to be a center. Wemby is the center. That's the difference. And KD, once again, KD's not 7'3".
but the
You see what
game
I'm
is.
saying?
He said though, Kuma, the game has changed. They ain't banging like they used to bang back in the days.
Right, and
They ain't
I'm
down.
really
They
just
ain't down.
saying that because of his body type.
Yeah,
You're right. He does defend the center, but he doesn't play basketball like a center on the offensive end at all.
it ain't too many. It ain't too many players playing with their back to the basket no more.
Right, he don't. He the
And none of
tallest.
them,
Yeah, nah.
really ain't none of them. They
Yeah,
don't even do it in college no
I
more.
say the only one that maybe does it still a little bit is Julius Randle, maybe, but he still shoot a whole
Yeah,
bunch of threes. But I
yeah.
mean,
yeah.
he will get back to the basket though when it's crunch time.
And better try to back him down. He will do that. I give you that.
Yeah.
And then they send a double
And,
team and he
and,
kick it out.
and listen, man. You got James Harden, Jared Jackson, and then my favorite guy off the West is Sengun from Houston. I think he played with his back to the basket, like y'all talking about. I think he's a traditional big man, and he's nice. What y'all know about Sengun?
I don't know too much. Not gonna lie.
I
No,
have no
but
idea what
now
that is.
Joker play with his back to the basket though.
Joker does play with
You
his back
sure
to the
will.
basket. He
And
does,
do a
yeah.
fadeaway jump shot too in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
At 7 foot, he
I'm
do
gonna
a fadeaway
I'm
jump
gonna
shot.
say right, and it will hit it every time. And
Yeah,
I'm
and
gonna
it's
say his
surprising
name
that
one
he
more
faded
time.
away.
Alfred Sengun from Houston, y'all. Y'all don't know about him. I'm telling y'all about him
You
now.
know what? I
So
know Houston
remember,
winning,
I
and
told you.
it might be why they winning. I
No,
know Houston is winning.
I seen yeah, him and Thompson. Thompson is the Thompson twin. He balling too.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I like
hey,
Houston's core. I like that
Sengun is
core.
that dude. Remember, I'm glad I got to tell y'all. I didn't see him.
Hey, how y'all? Oh, I don't want to
And
change subject.
Sengun is that dude. No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna ask about that
Go
Spurs
ahead.
trade.
We there. That's what I'm saying. We there. All we need really is this one more player. Because Chris Paul on his way out anyway. I know we ain't gonna win this year,
That's why
but we just
they went and got De'Aaron Fox though, because that
Who,
1-2 punch of Fox and Wemby, that's gonna be nice.
who did
I'm
they give
telling
up for? Who they give up for Fox though?
Shit,
not the
really
draft
nothing.
picks.
Yeah, nothing
Draft
for real.
picks.
Just draft picks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, Sacramento got a boy from the Bulls.
They got Zach LaVine.
Yeah, for the Bulls. Yeah,
and wait a
but
minute. The Spurs was talking about they was trying to make one more move. They wanted Fox and they wanted it was somebody else that they were trying to get. I can't think of who it was. There was one other player they was trying to get that was a tough player. That man, that made them hard to beat, man. I can't remember who it was.
I'm happy with Paul there as a leader, but with Fox and Wemby and Castle, I mean, we almost there. I'll be honest with you. It takes chemistry to win, though. That's one thing I know. It takes chemistry. They don't have that chemistry yet, so I know we ain't gonna win that. We might make it to the playoff round. You
You
know,
can have all the talent.
play-in,
You can have
the
all the
play-in.
talent in the world, but that's not going to win.
Yeah,
Chemistry is what win it.
exactly. That's why I knew New York when Brooklyn wasn't going to win it. I knew Brooklyn. I won money so easy when I told them Brooklyn wasn't going to win nothing. All the people now with KD and man, listen, y'all tripping. First of all, you got to play together. Just because y'all superstars, you still got to quit.
Yeah, look, you can't put them together. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
hey, that's why I think Cleveland is going to be a contender this year because they've been together for a year and a half with some cohesiveness. Darius Garland with
the
Donovan
I like
Mitchell on the backcourt.
Yep.
And Evan Mobley, I've been watching him grow up, and it's been fun because he's mature like a grown man, and I salute that.
The
Only way
Cavaliers
they beat Boston though if Boston go cold from the 3-point line. That's the only way. And unless they got the first round, they got home court. If they got home court,
and
then I give them championship in 7. If Boston got home court, Boston winning in 6. I'll be honest with you. 3 of the games is gonna be blowout.
So the only thing I can say, I'm gonna play devil's advocate because I kind of agree with you. But when I think about that series, I think Boston they go deep into the bench, but nobody has a deeper bench than the Cavs right now. They literally go 5 in, 5 out. When you got 2 starting 5s, you hard to beat.
And the thing
Mavs can do that
about
now.
Cleveland, the thing about Cleveland is all 5 players are playing their game.
Yeah.
Their game.
All 5 are
they know their role. They know what they're supposed to do.
They're productive in the way they're supposed to be productive.
I give you that.
Yeah. That's
sometimes Celtics can be beyond themselves. I'm gonna tell you something like that with Brown and them. Sometimes if they don't get a shot off, when they get that ball, they're gonna shoot it anyway. They're not gonna pass.
Yeah. Sometimes Brown like to fight for the spotlight.
Yep. I hate to say that, but that's true. If let's Tatum not get a shot in 3 trips down, and he get that ball.
Nah.
I don't care where he at. He pull it. He pull it. No, it don't matter. If he don't get a shot in 3 trips, he pull it.
That's the way. I think that's the way Cade Cunningham should be for Detroit because I like what Detroit got going on right now, and I think they quietly putting something together. And with him being a leader, I think he's going to need to do that. If we come down without 4 trips and I ain't touch the ball, it's a problem. Well, I'm with you there.
I tell you a player that is just an outstanding individual player, but he wouldn't be one of my top picks. And I know y'all I'm going against the grain on this one.
Don't say it.
With Russell Westbrook, he can do all those things, but he's a rhythm killer. If you got a player that's on fire, you keep feeding him until that fire go out.
Russell ain't gonna do that.
Westbrook ain't that player. He's gonna
try to do that.
Fire. He'll freeze him out to get his shot.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's the reason why OKC didn't work the first time with him and Durant and Harden. That's why they didn't win. Come on, man. With them 3, how they didn't win at least 3 out of 5 championships if they would stay together? Come on, man.
Right.
Perkins and them.
Yeah.
Come on, man. It was because of Westbrook. Westbrook wanted to be the Batman to the Robin.
Yeah.
Come on. If this match they would have stayed together. If you would have had the right person in their head to stay together,
know what?
Man, they would have easily won 3 out of 5 championships. Come on.
But do you really get 3 MVPs?
Had they stayed together, they wouldn't have the team they got now in Oklahoma, though.
No, they wouldn't have. Don't get me wrong, but they would have had the championship by now, though.
I mean, think about it.
Hey.
Kendrick Perkins. What was the center? Ibaka. Harden.
And then they had they had the tall white dude come off the bench too. They had other 7-footer come off the bench too.
Hey, that starting 5 right there is killer.
Man, come on. Yeah. But like I said, they brought Harden off the bench. That Harden, for some reason, he choked in the playoffs. I don't know what happened. He choked in the playoffs. I don't know what the hell happened to him, but
Well, he
I'm
always
just saying. But when Westbrook was taking more shots than KD, that was a problem. But you can't tell they would if they would somebody would have gotten their heads and talked to him, counseled him or something, that they wouldn't have won some championships.
okay, but see that goes back to what I said earlier. You got players that's really good, teams that's really good regular season, but postseason, and that's because a lot of players' games don't transition in postseason from the regular season. Yeah, they get off in this regular season, but that playoff is a totally different ball game.
Yeah, you're right. Because everything you play is good.
Yeah, it's a faster pace, everything else. And so when you playing like that, like you got Westbrook, he's out of control. In the playoffs, every time he watch, he's out of control. He outrun the ball. And then you got Harden. Harden,
he's Harden choking. Harden he go 1 for 7.
Yeah, he forcing his shots.
It's the way he plays.
Yep.
Yeah. And then
regular season, he going 2 for 4, 2 for 3 for 5, 3 for 6. In the playoffs, he going 1 for 7.
And all of that takes KD out of his rhythm because you got KD, who's the best shooter, standing back just watching now.
Yeah, and he getting the ball. Don't even touch the ball.
Pascal Siakam, and then Damian Lillard and Tyler Hero. I don't think Tyler Hero was an all-star worthy person.
I agree.
I mean,
I haven't seen the final list for the East. He made it.
Yeah, he made it.
Yeah, that's what I'm just reading it right now. We got Pascal from the Pacers, Evan Mobley, Jaylen Brown, Tyler Hero, Damian Lillard, Cade Cunningham, and Darius Garden. I've been trying to slide them all in, and Tyler Hero is the one that was having.
You gotta get Hero in there because of their records. Somebody got to come from that team that's going to be. He's in there because of what they're doing, and they trying to get
Trae over Trae Young.
Hold on, Trae Young didn't make it.
No.
What about Halliburton?
No, he didn't make it. So
yeah, he made it.
Nope.
Halliburton didn't make it?
I think Halliburton made it either. No.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh, boy made it. Pascal made it for the Pacers.
Yeah.
Pascal made it for the Pacers.
Actually,
Halliburton played a lot of games, though.
Actually, that's true. That's true. If I was building a franchise,
Halliburton missed a lot of games.
I would go Pascal before I would go Halliburton.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, wow, that's crazy. Halliburton is a really good point. He's a strong point, but he's just not consistent.
Exactly. So if he gonna lead my team, then my team gonna be inconsistent.
Exactly.
But man, for Trae Young not to make it, now that's something wrong there, man. Isn't this the second time that he didn't make it or something? Are they blackballing?
I think so. I don't know if he's been blackballed, but I think it's.
He might get to Allen Iverson. He might be getting it.
Nah, I think it's the same thing as Tyler Hero. His team is doing well. The Hawks suck.
Yeah.
So I mean, like when your team is trash, man, he need to find a better team. He probably get a lot more looks, a lot more love.
But hold on, though. I don't even think Tyler should be in there over Melo. I think LaMelo should have made it. Maybe LaMelo's had the All-Star season.
I agree with that.
He had a couple of triple doubles too on top of, if I'm correct. He had a couple of triple doubles, several triple doubles.
His game is so
he got a few victories. I mean, no, he definitely showed some improvement for the team and himself. I hate that. I don't hate that he didn't make it because I know his time is coming. But Tyler Hero though, that was just a suspect pick to me though. Him and Dame could have sit out, and I could have seen Trae and Melo.
I don't know about Dame.
I hear you. I got quiet.
I don't know about
they
Dame.
need Dame from Milwaukee. They just you got to.
The only reason why I say like Dame, maybe not. It's kind of like Luka's not an All-Star this season when we know he really is. So,
but he ain't played enough games. That's what I'm saying. When you don't play, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to argue for you when you don't play.
Yeah, he been hurt.
I think Scotty Barnes
And
was
that's why they traded him. They
all-star.
say this injury has to do with him being out of shape. They don't believe he hurt because he was out there hustling. He's hurt because he was out of shape.
Man, that if he was out of shape and still putting up 40 on people,
Exactly. I'm wrong. It's good.
I'm
But like I
like,
said,
man,
you put up 40, the person you guard put up 32, but you like, come on now, we need to stop. You can't move your feet, then you break your ankle because you can't move your feet.
but I mean, we went from Luka getting injured to AD, who's constantly injured every season.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree with you on that too. Don't get me wrong. But like I say, AD just had better defense, and that's why they believe they lost last year because of the defense.
No, that is
Even
exactly why they
though he
lost.
put up points, they believe they lost because he couldn't stop nobody. He was targeted. You know what I'm saying, by Boston.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
why they believe they lost. He was
That's
actually targeted. They was actually going at him. All right, y'all, move to the right, everybody. But whoever Luka guarding. When you do that, you can't protect you.
No, that's true. I'm excited to see him and LeBron play side by side.
I
All right.
want to see if LeBron going if
I'm
is
dying.
LeBron going to manage him or is LeBron going to roll out. That's what I want to know.
Nah, LeBron gonna step to the side. He already know.
I'm talking about roll out, go someplace and win a championship.
No, he said he wasn't leaving. So
Man, listen, I don't pay no attention to what he said.
if he was to go anywhere, I could see him maybe going and finishing his career at Cleveland.
Okay.
Nah, if he go anywhere, he going to Golden State. He want to play with Steph.
That's what I'm saying. I can see they say Golden State, New York, even my Spurs. I'm serious. But I can't. I honestly see him just leaving because he might feel like he was disrespecting when they didn't discuss trading AD.
Yeah.
It's a pride thing with him. I'm LeBron. You're supposed to tell me everything. You didn't tell me nothing about this. I had to find out on social media. You know who I am?
Type shit.
Exactly.
I can relate.
So your best friend made the deal. You should talk to Rich. Talk to your agent.
Exactly. And like I said, he could be like, you know what? Don't worry about it. We on our way out. Hey, y'all, pack up. Come on, Bronny. Come on now.
Come on, Bronny. We out. Hey, on that note, let's go to the Super Bowl. What y'all got for the Super Bowl?
Man, if Eagles don't win this year, hey, they need their ass whooped. I'm sorry, I can't cuss. My bad. They need their bus whooped. If the Eagles don't win, and like I said, I'm gonna watch the refs because sometimes them calls been suspect for KC. Because that Bills game on that last play, when they threw the flag, I ain't never watched a football game when they threw a flag. It didn't explain why they picked the flag up.
Right.
When last time you seen that, especially in the playoff game, a fourth down play, you throw the flag, he don't catch the ball, y'all pick the flag up, but you don't explain why the flag was thrown. Come on, I ain't never seen that before.
Hey,
They do that in regular season.
I've been seeing that all season. They've been tripping on him.
No flag.
No, they threw a flag on that last play. But like I said, I didn't see the flag myself, but they said flag on the play. But then they picked it up, and then they never said why the flag was picked up. Like if he would have caught it, it would have been a penalty on Buffalo. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what everybody's speculating. That makes no sense. If you throw a flag, when you pick it up, you're supposed to explain, or there's no flag, you explain what happened. They did not explain what happened at all. They just went on to Kansas City, got the ball. Come on. That was horrible right there. And that's what made me think that's some shade right there. Because he should have caught the ball, don't get me wrong. But the fact that he didn't, and they say it's a flag, then all of a sudden ain't no flag, and why they picked the flag up, that was crazy.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. I mean, I'm going for Kansas City though. Only reason why is because my boy here, he's so much of a diehard dang on Steelers. Not Steelers, but Eagles fan that he give me so much crap on my
Oh,
stomach.
no, you don't hear his mouth. I
I
feel you.
don't want to hear his mouth, man, because you ain't
Everybody
gonna,
had full of Eagles fans here. Woods an Eagles fan. That's like 4 or 5 Eagles fans here. And really ain't no Kansas City fans, not no true ones here. They don't even know who the quarterback was before Mahomes. So I don't even count them as fans.
right.
I'll say I don't care either way because I don't like neither team. But
I don't need to be honest with you. I don't. That's why I'll be on the highway back from North Carolina while the Super Bowl going on.
you know what I'm saying. But to watch KC go for a 3-peat, I think it's pretty dope. So I appreciate
I
his
give you that.
trip. I
Yeah, I give
appreciate
you
that.
that.
Other than that,
Yeah.
yeah, I ain't really tripping.
Yeah. But my thing is, with the way the Eagles run the ball, their defense, all they got to do is just do what they do. Do not let Jalen Hurts throw the ball more than 20 times. If he throw the ball more than 20 times, Eagles lose. It's that simple. If they run the ball, they win. If he throws the ball more than 20 times, Eagles lose. Mark my word on that.
It's
That's
indoor,
simple.
right?
In New Orleans.
Yeah, that's in the dome. Yeah, that's a dome. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
I'm just saying, if he throw the
I
ball
think
more than
I
20
think that's a
times,
good number right there, Wolf. More than 20 tosses for Philly. That's the
Yeah.
problem because I mean that's less carries for Barkley. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And like,
I'm with you.
And Jalen Hurts run the ball sometimes too. He gonna run the ball maybe 6 or 7 times. Like you said, Barkley run the ball 20, 25 times with that offensive line. Man, come on. And then when you running the ball, you keeping Hurts, you keeping Mahomes on the bench. You see what I'm saying? You eating the clock up, he's sitting on the bench. You shorten the game. It's that simple. And they got a good defense.
Yeah, they play on all cylinders now. They got
That's
it.
why I said to me, the Eagles should win by 2 scores. They should. To me.
Hey, you talking about Tyler Swift's boyfriend's team, though?
You
And
can't
the
never
NFL's got to
count Mahomes. You can't never
No,
count.
Mahomes, like I said, but when your best receivers are tied in and you got a good defense and you really got no running game, I mean, Mahomes he's good. Don't get me wrong. He might be the best quarterback ever. He might be. But he don't have superior weapons on offense. You see what I'm saying? So, and like when Tampa Bay beat them because they didn't have to blitz them. Their down line destroyed their offensive line, and Mahomes couldn't do nothing. That's how Tampa Bay beat them in the Super Bowl. And Tampa Bay wasn't a good team. They had an average record, like 12-5 or something. Matter of fact, there's only 16 games. They was 12-4, something like that. 11-5. They didn't have no dominant team. They just hit they hit it right, and their defense peaked just like the Eagles' defense is peaking. With their down line, they don't have to blitz nobody. And they still worry about the right tackle for Kansas City.
Well, I think the thing with Kansas City is they so disciplined in a sense where
they coach well.
It's like, by the time the receiver making his break, that ball is already there. They precise with everything.
Yeah, that's home.
And
Exactly.
then Mahomes can
avoid the sack, move around
out of nothing.
Yeah, you know what? And I gave you that. That's what I'm saying. But like I said, that's why I said when they lost, though, it's because the defense of the down lineman was actually getting pressure with just the 4 not blitzing him. By not blitzing him, that left more defenders in the backfield for Mahomes to try to read and react to. Don't get me wrong, he was younger than when they lost to him. Don't get me wrong. But if the Eagles could do the same thing, they'll win. If they can listen, if they can't get no pressure on Mahomes, it's going. Hey, Kansas City can easily win. If they don't sack Mahomes at least 2 or 3 times or pressure him at least 7 or 8 times, because Kansas City gonna throw the ball. They got running back that's not that good pass on them. They gonna run the ball, son, but they're not a threat to run the ball. You're not worried about it. You're not gonna stack the box to worry about them running.
My game plan is I ain't worrying about nobody but one person, and that's Barkley. If we shut Barkley down, If you shut Barkley down, they win. They win. I get it.
Yeah, that's a good point, Steve.
Yeah,
that's a good point. Yeah, that's just put 8 in the box.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But if you put 8 in the box, and my thing is, the Eagles probably got one of the best offensive line in the league. If they guessing wrong, Barkley's gonna look like they did last week. First play be a touchdown. You see what I'm saying? If you guess wrong, in the box, you got to realize that's 4 down linemen, and you got 4 line. You got 3 linebackers and a safety coming up. But if they
Yeah,
guess
2 of
wrong,
them
if
keying
they
on
step
Barkley.
them in. See what?
Right, I got 2 of them keying on Barkley. One of them is okay. You watch the quarterback and Barkley, but we're gonna concentrate on Barkley, and then the other one concentrate on Barkley, and so yeah,
And
I mean, Barkley is
that's when Hunt had to show he's more than just a nigga quarterback.
Yeah,
That's
because
it.
you take away Barkley, you take away Barkley, and the Eagles probably don't have no wins. Just being honest with you.
I ain't gonna say no wins, like they won last year until they fell off. You know what I'm saying? But Barkley make
they're
the
not in
difference
the.
because we got a real running
Yeah.
back.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Well, I should say no wins. They're gonna win games. I'm not saying it like that, but I'm just saying they not go. I don't think they'd be where they are right now. What because he
No, they wouldn't. No, you know what? They wouldn't be in the Super Bowl right now. I guarantee you. I'm with you on that. They wouldn't be in the Super Bowl without Barkley.
No.
Hands down. I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Hands down. Barkley's. That's what I'm saying. But Barkley's a real running back.
What?
That's what I'm saying.
What? I think that they really have played themselves in terms of the own. Where they try to discount the running backs altogether and not pay any of the running backs this season, and that's where Barkley has standing out right now, earning his money and making everybody else without a running back look bad. Because you remember earlier this season, they tried to tell all the running backs, y'all.
Baltimore had the
what
same
they did,
chance,
and they had success from
now
Henry.
that's the
That's
disappointment to me.
That's the difference.
Even though I'm a Steelers fan, I just knew with Henry coming over there with Lamar Jackson, I just knew that's a 1-2 punch right there that I thought they were going to be unstoppable.
and they should have been unstoppable. Listen, they should have been unstoppable. Be truthful, they should have been. Like I said, that goes to coaching to me. That I honestly believe the Eagles head coach did what he's supposed to do and took the ball out of Hurts' hand, and we're gonna run this ball. That's why they run it. But we still throw the ball. We still got receivers. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But we run it 68% of the time. Plain and simple. We run it 68%.
Okay.
And then we're doing a quarterback sneak on 3rd and 1. Stop it. You see what I'm saying? 3rd and 1, we doing 3rd and 2, we doing quarterback sneak. Then we're gonna do it again on 4th and 1. Stop it. You see what I'm saying? I mean, that's a big difference.
Look, man, let's go ahead and wrap this up. It's a school night for some, work night for others.
Yeah, I got before myself.
Yeah, I feel you. And I know we could keep talking about this all day long too, but we're gonna have to come back to it. I really appreciate y'all coming on and discussing this with me. It was just too big of news not to say anything. And we'll definitely be inviting y'all back for other conversations like this. And please, I'll let y'all know when it's online. So please let the people know that we out there and that they can hear a little talk and talk back to us too. You know how they say leave it in the comments. They can always put it to the comments. So we'll let that lay. Steve, you give me your parting words, your Super Bowl pick, and anything else you want to say about anything.
Well, my Super Bowl pick, like I said, I'm going. I got a feeling the Eagles gonna win it, but I'm going for the Chiefs only because of my boy. But outside of that, no, I just want to see a good game. To be honest, I ain't got a dog in that fight, so I just want to see a good game. Man, I just glad to be on here, man, with you brothers, man, all you brothers, man. I wish y'all nothing but love and peace, brother, and happiness and blessings on blessings on blessings. So that's pretty much it, man.
Already. Man, D man, you there?
Yes, sir. Can you
Go
hear
ahead and leave us with your Super Bowl pick. Yeah, leave us with your Super Bowl pick and any parting words.
I'm always gonna
gonna play on the side of greatness. So I'm hoping for a three-peat. I'm hoping for a very high scoring game, and I'm hoping for a three-peat. I hope the defenses don't show up so we can see some scoring. Uh, and then anything I have to say, I like to leave the people with this. Um, if you don't have enough time to do it right, then you probably won't have enough time to fix it. So do it right the first time, whatever you got going on.
Wise words, wise words.
Ain't nothing wrong with
Come
that.
Wolf.
Man,
Come
you know
Wolf.
me.
Who you got?
I already stated before, and I hate to say it, I'm gonna go with the black quarterback of the Eagles and their running back. And everybody know me. No, I don't like black quarterbacks. But I'm gonna have to go with him. Unfortunately,
Oh,
that's
do you
just
have
what
any
it is.
wise
I
parting
mean,
words for?
oh yeah, for sure. We want the old school. Each one teach one. You can help somebody, please do.
For sure.
And
Yeah,
listen,
yeah.
don't get on social media because you helped them. Help them in private,
Right.
before you go boasting about it. You don't have to tell everybody what you're doing when you help somebody.
Well, I didn't give my wise word. My bad. I forgot that part.
Please go right ahead.
All right, here is mine. I always say this. Heard it from an old wrestling coach. Adversity introduces man to himself. So whenever you go through adversity, no matter what it is going to let you know actually exactly who you are, where your strengths are, where your weaknesses are, how you can overcome everything else. So just remember, man, adversity introduces man to himself. If you're going through adversity and you don't make it, then you're going to find out real quick where your weak spots are and where your strengths are.
100%.
Yeah. Snap on that. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, well, for me and myself, I don't really care who wins, but I think I'm leaning towards the team that's going to be the hardest to beat, and I think that's going to be Kansas City because they've been there multiple times recently, and they have the understanding on what it is to be there, and it's not going to be overwhelming for them. So I think KC will take it. Plus, I think the rest will help, and the only thing that I'm tuning into for the game is the halftime show.
Commercials.
Stop it. Yeah, commercial doesn't have time, so they're not like us either. So I'm not studying
I
that.
don't even want to pay attention to the commercials. Just the halftime show. They're not like us. But with my wise words that I'll leave everybody with, it is I guess coming from Kendrick. Be humble.
For sure.
Sit down, be humble, and stay humble, and understand that they're not like us, and you can still be humble and know that they're not like us. But with that, guys, hey man, I appreciate it. I've enjoyed it, and we'll get together again real soon. I don't want to hold y'all too late, so I want to say thank you and peace to y'all. Much love.
All right, much love.
All right,
Oh
now.
yeah.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. This is fun.
Little man.
I agree.
All right, have a good one. Peace,
Y'all too. Nice to meet y'all.
All right, nice to meet you. Hey, congratulations, man. Keep doing your thing, man. I'm gonna order some too. I'm gonna get what you pop.
Come on with it. I appreciate you.
All right, I believe in support, and that's one thing I do.
Say less. I got you then. I'm take care of you for sure.
All right, got you.
All right, now.
Bet.
All right.
Peace.